What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shuggy from Shook Earth Media, and today we are ranking the spin-offs of The Walking Dead that are coming out next year by how interested I am in them. So it's going to be a quick video, but I thought it'd be fun because we got a lot of shows coming out. So what do we got? We got Fear the Walking Dead confirmed, season 8 that is coming out. We got Walking Dead Dead City, formerly known as Isle of the Dead. This is the Maggie and Negan show. We got the Daryl show coming out, and of course we have the Rick and Michonne show coming out all next year, supposedly. So we'll see, maybe delays will happen, but they've already, I think they're shooting the Maggie and Negan one, and they're shooting the Daryl one. Whether maybe they're done with one or both at this point. So that's already happened. So these things are definitely coming. The one that is not confirmed is the first on this list because we are doing worst to best. So the worst, the one I'm looking forward to the least is Tales of the Walking Dead. Season 2, if it happens. I think Season 1 has been abysmal. Probably the worst Walking Dead show yet. As limitless as the potential is for an anthology show, I don't think that the show that they created is going to bring in new viewers. Maybe some former fans will be satisfied, but most of the people I'm talking to are disappointed in the show as well. So, from what I've seen, I don't think Tales is it. Even though you could bring it back for season 2 with a whole new creative team with the anthology format, and it could turn out great. But I just have very low confidence in it. I don't even think it's very likely to be renewed, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's gonna have the potential that they want it to have. So I don't even think the show is going to come out, but I just wanted to rank it just in case they end up making it next year. It will be the one I'm looking forward to the least. Next, we got Fear the Walking Dead. Now, Fear Season 7 is the worst season of every Walking Dead show. Even worse than World Beyond. I would still take Fear over World Beyond because there's some characters and actors that I like. But it's really, they had decent ideas at the core, and just the execution is completely off. It's very little thought put into the logic behind the show and the actions the characters take, and there's coincidences and all kinds of unrealistic things going on. So it's a very silly show. I love Madison as a character. I have zero faith in the showrunners at this point. I mean, they've pretty much, like, season 4, the first half of it I thought was pretty good. It was a new show pretty much with some of the old cast of the original show. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't really like that they killed off Madison, but I assumed that she was going to be back soon. I didn't think it was going to be as long of a wait as it was. So I liked the first half of the season. Then the second half of the season was not very good. Season 5, very bad. Season 6 started good and ended bad, in my opinion. The first half of the season was great. Second half was not so great. And Season 7 was just abysmal front to back. So, I mean, we got good ideas. I just don't have faith in that they'll be able to stick the landing. I even said in the review of this episode that this is a still from. You can go back and watch the review. I think that the conflict they're setting up, the villains they're setting up, I love the idea. I just don't have faith in the execution. So, as much as I like Madison, it is second to last after Tales, which is probably going to be canceled anyway. So, so yeah, like I said, there's characters that I like. That's Madison. I just don't have any faith in the showrunners at this point. Next, we got Dead City. Now, I ranked this one last of the shows that I'm actually interested in. I'm interested in the new ones. I'm not that interested in Fear, like I said. I'm gonna review it for you guys, but I would have stopped watching by now on my own, to be honest. Dead City, I feel like I like the location, Manhattan. Again, I just don't have faith in the budget. They've kind of been decreasing the budget of the shows. And given that it's a spin-off, I wouldn't expect even the same level of production value that we get in the main show now. So I don't know that they're going to be able to do much with the setting. I don't know that we're going to have many exteriors. I mean, think of how expensive it is to shut down a few city blocks of Manhattan. It's got to be ridiculous. So I don't see them doing a lot. I think we're going to get mostly soundstage stuff, if I'm being honest. So I don't know if the setting is going to matter. The Maggie and Negan thing, I think, was a bit played out. I think the first part of the season, the first third of the final season, they really stressed the Negan versus Maggie thing, and they drew it out a little too much, in my opinion. So I don't know that a whole another show of that is going to be great, especially since we've already kind of had the conclusion of that conflict, which is like an uneasy stalemate to the point where Negan basically left. He left because Nagy. I said Nagy again. That's my word for both of them together. But he left because Maggie was gonna do crazy stuff. She was a violent person. She was killing all the Reapers after they surrendered. So Negan was like, if you kill other people, other enemies of yours after they surrender, you'll do the same to me, and probably others as well. So he rightfully left, I think. So I don't know where you go with this show other than where they've already been. But and the fact that they're not going to be friends, which is encouraging. But I don't even like how I'm having trouble picturing how this situation even happens. So that's why I feel a little, I'm not really like, yeah, Maggie and Negan. I don't really see it. I'm being honest. Next, we got the Daryl show. Now, Daryl's a character I really like. He's one of the top tier Walking Dead characters. I always want to see what Daryl's doing. I will say I feel like in the final season or two, I don't know if he's had a ton to do that he hadn't done before. So I like that in season 9 they started having him talk again. He was a bit mute at a certain point. He was kind of mumbly and moody and stuff. They peeled that back a little bit. I don't like what they did with him having a girlfriend and stuff, the Leia thing and the Reaper thing. But that's not because of the character. But that being said, I feel like his arc is kind of done. Like, where do you go with his story arc at this point? I don't know. So the reason why I'm interested in the show isn't necessarily because of Daryl, even though I love Daryl. And I am excited to see what they do with a full series with just him. But what I'm really excited for is the variants. And I'm a little uneasy about the variants. For those who don't know, this show takes place in France, which is where the World Beyond cuts or final post-credit scene took place with the fast zombie variants. Now we're getting the variants in the main show too, so I don't really understand if they're different types of variants or what. But I'm excited to see that. I feel like it's a bit gimmicky, if I'm being honest, but it'll be something new and interesting. So if they can stick the landing, it'll be different at the very least. So. I think that maybe him not having an arc will be fine because it's not about his arc. It's about the new situation that he stumbles across. So he's just like the surrogate for us, So I can see it going well. I can see it not going well, especially since they had to rewrite it pretty much last minute without Carol, And even Carol's arc I feel like is kind of done too. So I don't even know like what they would have done with the two of them together, Like, where does their arc go from here? I'm curious to find out. So, let me know what you guys think. But, of course, number one on the list, obviously, and everybody's going to predict this a mile away, it's gotta be Rick and Michonne. There's no other option other than Rick and Michonne. This is what we want to see. I don't care what you say. Rick Grimes is the main character of The Walking Dead. There's a bunch of other characters. Rick Grimes is the guy. Not just because we saw him at the very beginning in the first episode. Not just that. He's the character with the most change over time, I think. I think he's the character who is the one everybody looks to be a leader, and his character set the tone for the shades of gray morality that we have to deal with. So I love this character. I can't wait to see it again. I do wish, I've been on record saying this before, I would have preferred movies, because in a movie trilogy, we would have gotten more of a budget than we're going to get from 6 episodes of a TV show. 6 episodes of a TV show is equivalent to, 3 movies, a trilogy of movies. So basically, instead of getting 3 movies, we're getting 1 6-season TV show. And they had a co-partnership for the movies with Universal. Universal would have paid 50% of the budget. We would have been able to see a lot more visual effects, a lot more zombies. I'm afraid now with the TV show that it's going to be undercooked and that we're not going to have the budget that we would have otherwise had. That being said, Michonne and Rick, two of my favorite Walking Dead characters. I think it's a bit weird that we're getting Michonne in the show too in the first season, because we have to establish what Rick's been doing. That should be the goal. For me, if it was a movie trilogy, you don't see Michonne until movie 2 or 3. I wouldn't have thought the first season of the show should have Michonne in it, but maybe we'll get Rick on his own and Michonne on her own, and then they'll come together at the end. Maybe that's what we'll get. I don't know. I'm curious how this is going to work. Let me know your guys' theories in the comment section down below. Give me your rankings, and if you agree with my opinions, I would love to see which spinoffs you guys are most interested in. And with that, it's been your boy Shuggy. I thank you for watching. If you like Walking Dead content, definitely stay subbed and like and all of that. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. With that, it's been your boy Shuggy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.